Hi everybody, this is Sonia, and I am here to do my first Stitch With Me video. I hope that you guys will enjoy this. I hope that you will stitch along with me and, grab some coffee, some tea, and, just sit back and enjoy. What I am going to be stitching today is the Rooster by Dritz, and here is what I'm working on. I'm now starting the plume, his tail feathers. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. Today is going to be kind of a short video because I'm just getting used to it, doing this. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to do a tag just to get myself comfortable with doing this while I stitch. So anyway, I found a tag. It's called Cross Stitch Tag. And there are 15 questions. So we will go through the questions, and then that will be probably about it for today. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one is, how did you start, or who introduced you to cross stitch? I introduced myself to cross stitch. And that was back in 1988, I believe. And I looked at it purely out of boredom, wanting something to do. I was a young mother, and I wanted something to do. And I also, at the same time, one of my cousins was having a baby, and I needed to have a baby gift. So I thought I wanted to do cross stitch. That's how I got started. Do you have a favorite theme or designer? Well, I love to stitch like cats, anything with cats in them. Animals, like the rooster, any kind of animal like that, I really enjoy. My designer, I love Lizzie Kate. I'm so sad that that they are retiring, but I really, really love Lizzie Kate patterns. And I like Mirabilias, and I will be starting one of those soon. Okay, number 3. What floss brand do you use? I use DMC. That is basically what I can afford. And I have no problem using it whatsoever. I have been gifted other flosses that I haven't tried yet, and I will be trying them. But for right now, I just use the DMC. Okay, number 4. What is your fabric of choice? Well, as most of you know, my fabric of choice is Aida. I'm an Aida girl. To me, it's easy to work with. I can, see the holes with no problem. I have tried using linens and things like that, and I am just not comfortable using linens. I tried, and it was frustrating me. So I went back to Aida. I will use 14 count, 16 count, 18 count Aida with no problem. So that's my choice. Number 5. Do you use a needle threader? No. I do not. I'm a floss licker, and that is how I, get the floss on the needle. Number 6, what kind of stitching frame do you use? I was gifted one of the frames that, like, you sit on it and you stitch. I have tried it a little bit. I'm trying to get comfortable with it, but I do have that one. I don't know what the name of it is, but I was sent that as a rack. And once I use it, once I can get the hang of it, then I will show it on my videos, and I might even demonstrate while I'm using it. So, but I'm just becoming comfortable with it, because when you use a frame, you're using the two hands, and I'm not real coordinated with that yet. So, okay, let me see. Number 7. How many projects have you finished? I have finished this year the one I'm working on, which will be done shortly. This will be my second one this year, 2018. 2017, I finished 11. And 2016, I believe I finished 16 of them. So that is pretty good. Okay, the next question is, how many completed works do you have displayed in your home? I have a couple. Before I was doing floss tube, I was basically doing stuff as gifts. I still do stuff as gifts, but now I am doing stuff for myself as well. Like this rooster is going to be mine. I have a chicken and a rooster kitchen, so this will be mine. The Who's Watching Whom, the cat one, that is definitely mine. Let me see. I can't think of anything else right now. Oh, the memorabilia that I will be doing will be mine. Okay. Next question. Do you do more stitching for gifts or to keep them for yourself? Now I am doing stitching more for me. In December, I did do quite a few as gifts. I did the Ninja Turtles for my son. I did the tiger for my son, my other son. What else I do? Oh, I made 2 cross stitches for my cousin, the San Antonio one from Tiny Modernist, and then I did the Love one from Dimensions for the family. But I am starting now to do things for me. And then number 10, what is the project or finish you are most proud of? Well, I have 2 right now. That would be the Ninja Turtles. Well, 3, actually. Ninja Turtles. the Who's Watching Whom. And then there are two more. The Tank, the Bulldog, that I did a couple of years ago, and Rosie the dog, that I did maybe about a year ago or so. Those are the ones that I'm really proud of, that I really put a lot of time into doing. Okay. Turn the page here. What has been your least favorite or worst experience cross-stitching? Well, I haven't really had too many, actually. I would say the worst thing about it for me is the frogging. Is, you know, taking out when you've had a lot of stitches put in and you finally realize that something is not right. And so you have to sit there and probably take half hour, 45 minutes, you know, to frog out your stuff. And that's that's the worst for me, I think, so far. I haven't had anything, I haven't had like any stains come on my stuff that, you know, like I've caused, or anybody in my family's caused, or, you know, my cat hasn't ripped up my cross stitch, or, you know, anything like that. It's just been basic things like frogging. Number 12, what do you love about cross stitching? I love cross stitching. Let me count here real quick. I love cross stitching because it relaxes me. It is very therapeutic. The in and out of the needle, just very therapeutic, very relaxing. I enjoy watching my pictures or the patterns come to life, so to speak. I love to see, like this rooster right here. You know, I loved seeing him come to life. I started in the middle, right here. And this one I worked by color. But, you know, you first start out, I was doing like that was nothing. And then pretty soon I got the head on it. And then I came down and I worked down this way. Got the legs. You know, now I'm working this way. And just seeing pictures come to life. Like Who's Watching Whom? The cats. When those cats appeared and they looked like cats, you know, it was such a joy to see that. So that's what I love. I just love watching the pictures come to life. And just that it's so relaxing. You know, you're stressed out or something and you can pick up your cross stitch and, you know, before you know it, you know, your cares have kind of just went by the wayside and you're involved in what you're doing with the cross stitch. Okay, number 13. Have you introduced anyone else to cross stitch? I showed my mom how to do it. So she has done it. She has learned. She has really bad arthritis in her hand. She has osteoarthritis. So she can't really do this anymore. But I did teach her how to do it. And she made my aunt and uncle a 50th anniversary wedding sampler. It was so pretty. So, yeah, I taught her. But other than that, no. It's just me and my mom. I've kind of brought it up to one of my sons because I thought he might be, he's like an insomniac. So I thought, well, that might be something for him to do, you know, at night when he can't sleep. But he is not interested. So I tried. Maybe sometime in the future he might decide. Okay, number 14. What was your first project and did you finish it? If not, what was your first finish? My first project was, like I said, when I was first starting out and I needed a baby gift. I went to the store, I'm not sure, maybe Kmart, somewhere, you know, like that, and looked in their crafting aisle when they had a really good crafting aisle. And I seen cross stitch, and I seen these baby hangers where there's a little hanger and it comes with the fabric, the needle, the floss, instructions, the batting, and all of that. And I have shown them in videos. It's probably been over a year ago probably that I showed one that I had done recently. And anyway, you make a baby hanger so they, you know, can hang it on the door or wherever. And I went home and I opened it and I sat down and I figured it out on my own. I think by the end of the evening, you know, a couple of hours, I think I had figured it out and I had a few stitches in, and that was how I got started cross-stitching. And I found out at that point my kids were in bed, it was at night, I was relaxing, and it was very relaxing for me. And then, you know, I did it off and on from then, like 1988, and then when my kids got older and got in school, it kind of all went kind of by the wayside for a while. And then I was able to, pick it up again about 2010 or so. And I've been doing it ever since. So that's how I first started, and that was my first project, was a baby hanger. And my cousin, she still has hers, the original one from 1988, and I have made her two babies, each one, since then. So, yeah, it was fun. It's always fun to learn, you know, something new. Okay, the last one. How do you store your floss? I store my floss in the floss boxes, the little plastic boxes. That's how I have been doing it, and it works for me, and I've got everything, you know, numerically put in there, so I know. But yeah, I use the floss boxes. So anyway, that was the tag. It's just called the cross stitch tag. Like I said, I think it's a few years old. I think it was maybe one of the original cross stitch tags out there. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I was kind of all over the place. It was my first one. I was kind of nervous about, you know, doing this, but I wanted to try it. I'd like to continue to do them, I think. Let me know what you thought about it. And also, I want to try not to do tags every time I do one. So if you guys have any questions for me, or anything you'd like to know about my crochet, my cross stitch, about my scrapbooking, anything like that. If you want to leave them in the comments down below, then I can go through it between now and my next Stitch With Me video, and maybe I can answer some of those questions while I'm stitching. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Tell me if you liked what you've seen today, and I can decide if I want to continue doing this. But I think I will do another one. And yeah, so if you guys want to be a part of it, yeah, leave me some questions or something, and we can go over them next week in my next Stitch With Me video. So anyway, thank you so much for spending a little time with me. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back next time for another Stitch With Me video. Have a great day.